If you've got a job interview coming up, you're going to want to watch this video because we're going to discuss the questions that you absolutely must ask if you want to make a great impression in your next job interview. Hey there, it's Will Vaughan from Your Career Mastery. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because there's more videos coming out each and every week to make you a more successful professional. So like I said, in this video, we're going to talk about, what questions should you be asking in a job interview? But firstly, why should you be asking questions in job interviews and what's the real benefit of it? Well, there's actually a ton of reasons why you should be coming prepared with questions. One of the key ones is that, and one of the most underrated parts of asking questions is that really you're also interviewing the company when you go into a job interview. So obviously they're interviewing you as a prospective candidate, but you also want to be coming from a position of leverage and power as well in the job interview. And you should be interviewing them, not in a weird standoffish way, but you should be using the interview as an opportunity to learn more about the company, about the teams you'll be working with, about the projects you'll be working on, to really understand if this role is actually a good fit for you and to understand if this role is a next best move for you in your career, because it's a big commitment. Moving into a new role, starting a new company, meeting all these new people, you really want to make sure that you're going to be making a commitment to a new role and a new company that's going to be really strong for you, that's going to be valuable for you, that's going to propel you forward in your career, and that it's a good fit for you culturally as well, and that you're not just necessarily taking the role for the money, but also you're going to enjoy the work you're doing and the people that you're going to be working with. So the job interview is a great opportunity to just learn more, to gather some data, do a bit of recon, and really try and understand if this job is a good fit for you as much as you are a good fit for them as well. Another great reason to ask questions in job interviews is that it shows interest, it shows engagement, and it shows enthusiasm. And these are all great ways that you can stand out from the competition in a job interview. So going in and asking great questions will show the recruiter or the hiring manager that you're interested, that you've engaged, that you've thought about it, that you've come prepared into the job interview with questions that you want to ask. Again, showing yourself as a valuable candidate, and a valuable candidate would take the proper time to assess whether or not this role is a great fit for them, because a valuable candidate wouldn't just take any role, because a valuable candidate would really want to do the diligence to understand if this role is a good fit for them. And so that's why it's really important that you come prepared with questions. But also on a sort of last point about why it's great to ask questions in job interviews is that it can really help you have a bit of confidence coming into the job interview, knowing that you've got questions that you can ask them. It's not going to just be you sitting there answering questions. So it can help take the heat off you a little bit if you know in the back of your mind that you've got some questions that you want to ask, because it can help make the job interview a little less daunting, a bit more of a two-way conversation rather than a one-way conversation of them asking you questions and you simply answering them. All right, so these are the exact questions that I pretty much ask in every job interview that I've had. I found them to be really great questions that the interviewer can actually answer for you for the most part on the spot, and it helps to build the conversation and keep it flowing. So the first question I typically ask is, what would a typical day look like? And this can help get you a feel for the teams you'll be working with, the pace of the business, the kinds of projects you'll be working on, and it helps you get a general flavor for the business, but it's a great question to ask. So that first one was, what would a typical day look like? The second question you can ask is, what kind of teams would I be working with and what kind of projects would I be working on? Because it helps, again, gives you a bit of context about who you'll be working with, the kinds of teams, the kinds of people, but also what projects you'll be working on and what problems you'll be helping to solve in the business. And it also helps you understand how you can position your skills and experience as being the right fit for the role. If you can understand what problems they're trying to solve in the business by hiring you, then you can better position how you can actually help solve that problem, again, making your candidacy for the role a lot more tangible and a lot more relevant. And on that note, one of my favorite questions to ask in job interviews is, what would success look like in this role? Because for the most part, the interviewer will then lay out for you pretty much on a silver platter the exact criteria of the successful candidate. And once they do lay it out in a silver platter, you've got an opportunity to then say how your skills, your experience, your portfolio of work, your achievements in previous roles positions you as someone who can step in and be successful in the role. So if they say success in this role would look like doing X, Y, Z, you can say that sounds fantastic. And I think with my skills and experience working in this project and this field and with this team in my current and previous roles, I really think that I would be a great fit for the role because I can deliver on this based on this kind of experience that I've got. And it really helps to leave the interviewer with a lasting impression of you as being someone who's highly relevant, highly skilled, but also the perfect fit for the role based on the exact criteria that they've laid out for you. So it's a great question to ask. But like I mentioned, it just helps give you a better feel for the business, the kind of projects you'll be working on. And these are all really important data points that can help you understand if this role is a good fit for you, both in the short term and the long term of your career. So I'm Will Vaughan from Your Career Mastery. Hope you found this video helpful. If you get a job interview coming up, make sure you come prepared with questions. It's one of the most important and easiest ways to set yourself apart from the competition and get you closer to landing that dream job that you're going after. Hope you found this video helpful. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.